welcome to Be Bold, yet another wonderful episode that we have for you. I hope all of you out there still remember what Be Bold stands for. Well, those of you that don't, it's bringing education and building opportunity for leadership and development. And just how are we going to do this? With a team, of course. Together, everyone achieves more. This is just simple. I mean, we have to be together to make sure that we can reverse brain drain to brain gain. And how can you take part at home? You can go and take a look at our website, www.thebeboldshow.com. On there, you can find out what young entrepreneurs in Ghana and all over Africa are doing, what challenges they're facing, and perhaps it can help you in your business. Also, we do want you to join us on our Facebook fan page, www.facebook.com/thebebold show. Go on there and become a fan. We are waiting for you, and let's discuss on there as we're talking right now. Now up next, we have someone very, very interesting, Lindy Larson. She's been with us since 2010 when we first started the Be Bold project at Citizen Coffee. It's been a long time since then, and while she's done a lot since then. So today we take a look at Lindy Larson to find out how much she believes in young entrepreneurs.
Hi everybody at home, welcome to Be Bold. Be Bolders, good evening everyone. I'm sitting here today at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, and I'm sitting here with a very, very special guest because she's doing something that is very important to our youth. And this is Lindy Larson.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
The reason why I said that it's something that's very close to our hearts is that you are working on promoting young entrepreneurs.
Young Entrepreneurs Africa is a non-profit that works with young students to teach them how to start their own businesses, and we make them focus on opportunities in their communities and how to create business ideas out of these opportunities.
Wow. So why did you decide on the name Young Entrepreneurs Africa?
Yeah, well, Young Entrepreneurs Africa, not Young Entrepreneurs Ghana, because we believe one country alone can progress without the rest of the countries progressing as well. It was something we're starting here only because Ghana is my home country. I had a network here, but then it's something we want to expand as well. We feel like the whole continent needs to grow together. We feel like we need to be able to lift the whole continent up together, not just one country. So that's Young Entrepreneurs Africa.
And what kind of youth do you work with?
We work with them, a whole range of them. A lot of them are low-income students, but then there are a lot of them who work from like pretty middle-income homes as well.
And how did you get to this idea? I know you always tell me, you're like, don't ask me, I don't know, it just happened. But please, just try and see, where did this come from?
Where did this come from? There are so many different...
Where did the passion come from?
There are so many different stories.
Well, give me one story. Just one story.
Yes, one story is we see a lot of the time, those of us who live outside the countries, we see all these images about...
Because where do you live?
I live in London.
Okay.
We see all these images about Ghana, about Africa, and these images are of war, of poverty, of hungry people, and they're not very nice images. I want us to recreate our own stories. I want us to recreate better stories to tell the rest of the world about us. And I feel like by giving people the skills, we are helping them up the social ladder. It helps eradicate poverty, it increases the GDP when there are more entrepreneurial ventures in the economy. So there's so many different reasons why I started this, and this is one of them.
Now, I know there's always a debate between the formal and the informal sector. How, with your entrepreneurs, what are you trying to do? Do you want to get them into a formal sector situation, or what happens?
It would be great if they could all go into a formal sector situation, but then what we're teaching them is even without that, they can be entrepreneurs. Even without the opportunity to go through a formal sector situation, they can definitely be entrepreneurs, and you don't necessarily need to go through all of that. You can have a great idea. You can go through into your community, see where the need is, identify the need, and see how you can find a solution for the problems in your society, and how people will pay you, like come up with a creative solution for it, so people actually pay you to provide this product or the service to them. So
and
that's
how long have you been doing this for?
This is our second year.
Because I remember you at the very first Be Bold, our very first Be Bold show opening ever.
Yes, and Be Bold has been a huge supporter of YA.
We've been working together for a while now.
And thank you very much for that.
Thank you too. We're doing the same thing, really. And now I know that we've all faced a lot of challenges. What are some of the challenges that you personally have faced?
Finding funding for it has been one of the biggest challenges. This year we had Tigo sponsoring it, and we just finished a 4-week program we had this year. We want to have another one in December, run a longer program, because when the students filled the evaluation form after the 4-week program, one of the main points they raised was they hoped the duration of the program would have been longer, because they felt like they needed more time to learn and to do their market research for their business ideas and stuff like that. So we're hoping to have a longer program in December through January.
And how was the program structured this year? What happened?
This year was we ran the program from 9 o'clock to 2:30 every day at the Presec Osu School, and in the mornings we'll work with the students, and one of my facilitators will actually teach them the different skills of starting a business. So for instance, in the morning we'll do marketing, so we go through the whole marketing aspects of starting a business, and in the afternoons the students get together in their teams and they work on the marketing strategy for their business idea. So they get the practical experience as well. And what we also did is we had speakers coming in, people who are entrepreneurs, business leaders in Ghana, coming in maybe 2 or 3 times a week to talk to these students, because we didn't want them to feel like we're teaching them these abstract concepts and they couldn't do anything with them. We brought these people in to show them that these concepts can be used, and this is what we did, and this is how we got where we got by using these concepts.
And I also know that you guys had a winner.
Yes, we had a winning team.
Why did you decide to actually have a winning team out of this?
We wanted to encourage healthy competition amongst the students, and also the reality is this, just because you have a business idea doesn't mean it's going to be funded. You have to work hard to get the business idea funded. So we wanted to show them that this is the reality. You have a lot of people competing for the same funds, so you need to fight for it.
Now, one of the main, I guess, criticisms would have been from our side that we always talk about is, how do you make sure that these entrepreneurs, they've now gone through this whole system and they're so passionate, and you know, you've seen them grow. How do you keep them, how do you make it sustainable?
The program or the...
Well, what the kids have learned, what they're now trying to implement in real life.
Well, for the winning team, I can talk about the winning team first. We've given them a business consultant.
Okay.
And they're going to work closely with us and the business consultant to start up their business. So at every point, we'll check in with them all the time. We've actually come up with a structure to, to schedule, timetable, everything, so we know what's going on with them all the time. For the rest of the students,
they've got... How long is that for?
For a year,
okay.
Just to make sure it's kicked off properly. We're going to ensure it's kicked off properly. And I was telling them yesterday, I'm like, you need to make this happen. You need to make this happen for everybody else coming behind you. You need to make this happen. You need to make it work. And for the rest of the students who didn't win, they've got a network of business leaders in Ghana, the speakers, the people who came to speak, the mentors, the people who mentored them through the program, who guided them through the program. They've got a network of these people who they can turn to at each point when they're making decisions. They've got we have a database where we're going to send monthly newsletters to all of them. These kids are very internet savvy. They know how to use the internet better than I do. So we're going to send them newsletters every month, just so they know what each other is doing, if they're interested in jumping on somebody else's projects. And we're going to send them information about jobs and networking opportunities and stuff like that. So definitely, yes. And when we have one in December, hopefully, we are going to bring the students from this batch to come and talk to the new batch we've got, so they can kind of share ideas and keep the whole network going. That's like really what's one of our core things, to keep a network going across the continent once we expand.
Wow. I think my last question to you would be, though, you've gone through so much, and I know you've faced challenges in what you're doing, and we spoke about it. And what kept you inspired? What kept you going? Do you have anything that happened during your time that you really think,
This year, a couple of weeks into the program, one of my students had to leave early, and she came to me and said, I need to go home. And I was like, what's going on? Because we always want to make sure they are there till the program is over. And I asked her what's going on. She's like, my brother's not well. My mom wants me to come home. So I was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Go handle your business. Let me know if there's anything we can do for you. And she left. And the following morning, she was the first person to come. When I got there, she was sitting there ready to study. She didn't look very happy. I was like, oh, how's your brother doing? She's like, he died. And I'm like, so what are you doing here? You're in shock. It's like, I'm here to learn. And I just felt like with all the challenges I've been facing, this made me put things into perspective. These students are hungry. They really want the information. They really want the opportunity. And if that's not inspiring, I don't know what is.
That's ridiculous. That is so inspirational.
Yes.
That means the youth were like really ready to,
Exactly.
Wow. So I hope all of them, I'm sure, were like that.
Yes, they were all hungry. They always showed up, not on time every day, but then they stayed. They stayed till like late, till past the time they were meant to be there. Yeah.
Well, Lindy, thank you so much for being here with us today. Thank you so much for what you're doing, and we'll keep working together.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for
Young Entrepreneurs Africa.
Thank you for supporting us. Thank you so much for supporting us.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Lindy Larson, you have done amazing things all the way from the beginning, and youth entrepreneurship in Africa, that is exactly what Be Bold stands for, and that's how the team and the family is built. Well, up next we do have Mr. Green. So after the break, find out Mr. Green, the man who has green fingers. We'll be right back. Don't go away.